Frank Tiles once said, "At first, addiction is maintained by pleasure, but the intensity of this pleasure gradually diminishes, and the addiction is then maintained by the avoidance of pain." I have researched food addiction, and I have concluded that food addiction can cause serious harm to a person. Some people question whether or not food addiction is a real problem. Well, I'm here to explain today that food addiction is a very real and dangerous problem. I'll inform everyone about the physical, social, and mental damages caused by this disorder, as well as explain a solution. Let's start off by describing what food addiction is. Food addiction is a disorder that causes people to eat large amounts of unhealthy food in order to feel pleasure. The more food a person eats, the more tolerant their bodies become to this food. Therefore, they eat more of this food. For this reason, food addiction is a never-ending cycle. The consumption of fatty and sugary foods activates the reward system in the brain. According to Matthew Hoffman, the idea that a person can be addicted to food has gained much support through brain research. Food addiction triggers the same neurobiological pathways that drug addiction triggers. Therefore, a person cannot simply just stop eating the food. They must seek professional help to do so. Now that we know that food addiction is a proven disorder, let's take a look at the damages that it can cause. The physical damages caused by food addiction are alarming. Consuming such large amounts of food can hinder your body from functioning properly. According to Jacqueline Akron, some physical effects caused by food addiction include heart disease, diabetes, obesity, sleep disorders, arthritis, and strokes. These effects can become life-threatening over time. Since food addiction is a disorder that affects the brain, the need to eat so much food outweighs the risk of developing these health problems. It might seem obvious that a person should just stop eating these foods, but since the brain cannot make this connection, the addict just keeps consuming more and more food. Food addiction can also affect the ones around us as well, not just ourselves. It can lead to isolation from others, decreased performance at work or school. It can lead to loss of interest in hobbies and division among family. These are all social damages caused by this disorder. The person may not even realize the damages they are causing to their loved ones until it is too late. They have burnt bridges with many people, and sometimes their families don't even want anything to do with them because of this disorder. Social isolation is common among food addicts because they want to hide their problems and make it seem like everything is going well in their life. Melissa Carey explains that nobody would know, but isolation is killing the people around us. These social problems can lead to mental problems as well. The mental problems caused by food addiction include depression, anxiety, panic attacks, low self-esteem, and suicidal thoughts. These problems can also become life-threatening over time. Nobody doubts the danger of suicidal thoughts, but people might doubt the dangers of depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. According to Zonvaline, depression can cause physical health problems and even lead to suicidal thoughts. So mental health problems are something to be taken very seriously. Now that we know the dangers of food addiction, we need to discuss the solution to this problem. Chris Gunners encourages people to make a list of dangerous foods that they need to try to avoid and make healthier choices to start curing this disorder. An addict should not try to go on a diet the first 3 months that he's trying to get better. They should simply just try to make smaller, healthier choices in their diet. Having someone to hold them accountable is also vital because they do not possess the self-control to stop binge eating. Group therapy is a great place to find this accountability partner. To conclude, food addiction can cause serious harm to the victim as well as the loved ones. The physical, social, and mental damages caused by food addiction are serious and should be discussed with your doctor. Nobody is safe from this disorder, so if you see symptoms in your loved ones or anybody you know, you should make sure to tell them as soon as you recognize it. Gene Kilborn once said, "Addiction begins with the hope that something out there can instantly fill the emptiness inside. This empty feeling inside could be filled by encouraging words or showing people that you love them. So let's all be proactive in the fight to end food addiction.